The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desires bring weak results, just like a small fire produces little heat. Without desire, there is no fire. The inner fire can only arise when you truly want it. 2. That's why the beginning of anything great happens the exact moment you decide that you need it. This burning desire that comes from within is what sparks something extraordinary. Do whatever it takes to find that spark, to ignite that fire inside of you. Patience, persistence, and sweat form an unbeatable combination for success. Victory will always be possible for those who refuse to stop fighting. Nothing is lost to those who refuse to give up. There is no such thing as failure for someone who doesn't quit. There is only success delayed. If it hasn't happened yet, don't give up. Be patient with time and impatient in action. Keep going, and what you desire will one day be yours. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Every adversity, every failure, every pain carries within it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Many of the most successful people achieve their greatest triumph right after their biggest failure. Opportunities often come disguised as misfortunes or temporary defeats. Most people want a life without struggle, pain, or challenges, but that's exactly where growth is found, in the challenges and battles we face while pursuing what we truly want in life. Those who refuse to chase their true desires fail by default. It's true they may avoid failure and disappointment, but they'll have to live with something much worse: regret. If you're genuinely trying to become the best version of yourself, there will be failures, pain, setbacks, and embarrassment. But if you refuse to quit, you will not only reach your goal, you'll gain something far more valuable: pride and character. Pride and character only come through growth, and growth only comes when you challenge yourself. You can't buy them. You have to earn them. Tell me how you spend your free time and how you spend your money, and I'll tell you where and how you'll be in 10 years. Want to know what your future looks like? Observe your daily habits. If they're strong, your future will be strong. If they're aligned with the life you want, you'll walk in that direction. If not, you won't get there. You need to be intentional with your time and your money. Create a daily action plan that over time forms powerful habits that lead you to your goals. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Goals are wonderful, but without deadlines, they're just wishes and hopes. Dreams only become reality when you take them seriously. And the first step is setting a deadline to make them happen. Motivation. You need where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction. When you feel tired, unmotivated, or tempted to quit, remember, the starting point of all achievement is deep desire. Without that inner fire, that burning call, nothing great ever happens. Weak desires produce weak results, like a small flame that barely warms the room. It's intense desire that transforms, that moves, that sets the soul on fire. It's what ignites the flame of purpose. The moment you say, "This is it, I need this, it's my mission," something shifts inside you. That's the beginning of everything that can become great. It's the moment the universe hears and responds. The spark ignites, the journey begins, and it's your decision not to let that flame go out that will determine how far you're willing to go. Find that spark. Keep the flame burning. Feed it with patience, persistence, and work. That combination is unbeatable. Victory always stays within reach for those who refuse to stop fighting. There's no defeat for someone who doesn't give up. There's only success that's been delayed by a short moment. Many get discouraged because results don't come quickly. But life teaches us that everything has its time. A seed doesn't sprout the next day. The gestation of a purpose requires time, discipline, and faith. If it hasn't arrived yet, don't give up. Be patient with time and impatient with your dedication. Keep going, work, trust. What is meant for you will come. Strength and growth only manifest through continuous struggle. There's no evolution without effort. Every adversity, every failure, every pain, each one carries within it the seed of a greater good. A good you can only harvest when you refuse to abandon the field. The greatest men and women in history reached success right after the moment they thought all was lost. Opportunities dressed as temporary defeat. Life never hands you glory on a silver platter. It tests you first, then it rewards. That's why those who run from pain also run from growth. Avoiding challenges isn't protection, it's surrender. Refusing to pursue what you truly want is accepting defeat without a fight. And that, sooner or later, becomes the worst pain of all: regret. You might avoid obstacles, avoid falling, but you'll also avoid something sacred: the pride of knowing you gave it everything, fought with all your heart. And even if you fail, at least you'll have built character, dignity, and an unshakable faith. Motivation. You need where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction. Everything you do in your free time reveals far more about your future than you realize. The way you use your quiet hours, your breaks, your evenings, that silently shapes who you're becoming. Tell me how you use your time and where you invest your money, and I'll tell you who you'll be in 10 years. Your daily habits are mirrors of your destiny. If they're strong, you'll become strong. If they're aligned with who you want to be, you'll inevitably walk in that direction. But if you waste your days, don't be surprised by the emptiness you'll find in your future. You need intention, clarity, discipline. Create an action plan that, repeated daily, becomes a system of transformation. A habit isn't just a routine, it's a seed of identity. Every small action aligned with your purpose brings you closer to the highest version of yourself. And remember, a goal is a dream with a deadline. Until it has a date, it's just fantasy. Hope, illusion. For a dream to become real, you must treat it as a mission. Set a deadline, one that pulls you out of your comfort zone, one that makes you wake up every day with urgency. A true goal is one that requires a new version of you, one so big that the current you can't reach it. To achieve it, you'll have to grow, and that growth is what really matters. A true goal isn't about what you achieve, but about who you become along the way. When failure comes, and it will, accept it as a sign that your path needs adjustment, not abandonment. Recalculate, restart, adjust your sails, but keep moving toward your purpose. Temporary failure visits everyone. What sets the great apart is how they respond to it. They learn, they rise, and they return stronger. Take full responsibility. What can you improve? What can you change? What is this pain trying to teach you? That's the attitude of a master. An evolving mind doesn't complain about stumbling. It extracts wisdom from every fall. Impress the world with your persistence, and then with your results. Show that your consistency is stronger than any setback. As Napoleon Hill once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are no limits for the mind, except those we accept. The greatest names in history refused to accept the limits imposed by others. If they had listened to what people said, they might never have made history. Reject other people's limits. Reject the voices that say, "This isn't for you." Reject the invisible chains of your background, social expectations, and others' opinions. If it's never been done before, let you be the first. If no one believes, be the one who lights the flame. And above all, take care of your mind. Cultivate an unbreakable mindset. Feed yourself positive thoughts. Study. Listen to voices that uplift. Surround yourself with ideas that empower. The mind is your temple, your lab, your garden. What you plant there determines what you harvest in life. Motivation. You need where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction. The ladder to success is never crowded at the top. You know why? Because most people quit before they even begin. Most give up on the first step. Most settle for mediocrity. They accept the safety of the shallow and abandon the effort that leads to depth. That's why at the top, there's plenty of room. They settle for a job, settle for a relationship, resign to the health they have. They refuse to face the necessary sacrifices in the beginning. and end up turning every day into an exhausting battle. But you are not like most. You are climbing. Be one of the few willing to walk the hard path now, to enjoy the easy one later. Keep climbing, and when you get there, extend your hand to lift others too. Inspire others to rise. It takes half a lifetime for some to realize that life is a do-it-yourself project. If you don't master your mind, it will master you. If you don't rule your thoughts, you'll be ruled by them. No one can invade your inner world. Only you can free yourself or imprison yourself. Want an incredible body? That's your responsibility. Want a resilient mindset? That's on you. The world might try to sabotage you from the outside, but no one can stop you from the inside. Your mind is your fortress, and it needs daily care. Feed it with thoughts that empower, with words that lift, with ideas that expand. Avoid anything that poisons, paralyzes, or limits. Everything you become begins first in your mind, and everything you lose too. The path to success is the path of continuous learning. Seek, every day, the company of people who make you think, who challenge you, who remind you of your potential. People who speak of the future, of building, of purpose. People who make you grow. True education is born from effort, from questioning, from the desire to understand, and most of all, from the humility to admit you don't know everything. There's no greatness without humility, no wisdom without curiosity. Learn from everything. From books, from mentors, from strangers, from falls, from silence, from experiences, from others' mistakes. Everyone has something to teach you, if you're paying attention. The signs are everywhere, but the eyes only see what the heart is ready to perceive. Walk with those who empower you. Surround yourself with those who bring light. And learn to step away, with love and firmness, from anything that dims your shine. You are the master of your destiny. You can shape your environment, transform your world, rewrite your story. If you can't do something big right now, then do something small, with greatness. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It will never come. Start with what you have, where you are, however you can. The perfect tools will come in time. But the decision must be now. You already have everything you need to take the first step. The universe responds to action, not hesitation. Do what you can, with what you have, and do it with soul. Motivation. You need where your awareness expands and your soul finds direction.